What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming, and I'm back! It's been a while since we've done a midday monologue. It's been really cold here in New York, and it's cold, snowy, rainy. I just really haven't had a chance to get outside and do one of these midday monologues. But today, it's not too bad. A little chilly, got this keep me a little warm. But even more important than it being a decent enough day to be out here and do it, it's Valentine's Day! Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! What do you love? I didn't say who do you love, because we all got someone special that we love. I said, what do you love? If you're here and you're watching this, and I'm guessing like me, you love games! So what am I here to talk about? My love of games? I could, but I kind of cover that a little bit in Who's Big Johnny G and my State of the Shelf videos. What I'm here talking about is my wife. She is not a gamer. She enjoys playing the occasional game with me, but she's not a gamer, not like I am. She doesn't go out of her way to make plans, for game days and all that, and she doesn't spend the money that I spend on games, that's for sure. But there are a few games that my wife does enjoy playing, even though she's not a gamer. And I'd like to talk about three of the games that she enjoys. Now, she enjoys more than three, but time constraint. With my lunch schedule, I figure I'd have time enough to do just three. Oh, and also, by the way, took a little while to upload this video, I'm guessing. A little forethought, because if some of you noticed, some of my last couple of videos I've dropped, I've been trying to do a little editing. And I'm a tech idiot. So this is a lot of hard work for me. But I'm enjoying doing it. So if this doesn't go up right around 12:30, 1 o'clock, a little bit later than actual midday, that's the reason why I'm trying to tweak it a little bit. Anyway, so let's talk about games that non-gamers such as my wife enjoys playing. I said only three. Got some notes right here. Why do I need notes for three? Because I don't want to make a mistake. All right, so the first game I want to talk about that my wife enjoys playing is a game that's published by Gamewright. And that game was created by Matt Leacock, and the game is called Forbidden Island. Now, there's two Forbidden games out right now, Forbidden Island and Forbidden Desert, and there's a third. They announced that they're coming out, Forbidden Sky. Yeah. Woo, Forbidden Sky. I don't know why I did that. But out of the two already published, the one that my wife loves the most is the first one, Forbidden Island. It's a little less stressful than the Forbidden Desert, I admit, with all the sand and everything that keeps piling up on you, and being beaten down by the sun and burning to death. But Forbidden Island, it's a little bit subtler than that. Maybe that's not the right word. It's a little less stressful than Forbidden Desert. Not that Desert is all that stressful of a game, but still, Island is a little bit less stressful. So you're going to be setting up a board and with individual little square cards, and that's going to form the actual island itself. Somewhere on the island there are 4 treasures hidden, 4 I don't know what you call mystical artifacts, I guess, and you have to find them before the island sinks, because if it sinks, you're dead. Now, this is a cooperative game. Actually, it's the only cooperative game that I would list as one of my wife's favorites. I wonder if that says something. But yeah, so this is a cooperative game with 4 players. You could play 5 because there's 6 characters to choose from in the game. So you could play 5 or 6, but that makes the game way too easy. I think 3 and 4 is the sweet spot for the game. So during the game, you're going to be going around the island from card to card to card, and you're going to be trying to find one of the 4 treasures, and as soon as you get all 4 of them, you got to get back to your helicopter, and you got to take off. And everyone's got to be together, or you lose. My wife has a lot of fun with this game. She often requests this game out of the blue. It's happened before. She's like, hey, honey. No, she doesn't talk like that. That's just the way I do the voice. Hi, honey. Maybe we could play a game. You want to play Forbidden Island? And so I'll bust it out. So Forbidden Island is one of the games that my wife really loves playing, and she is a non-gamer. Next two on the list, Odins Ravens. Now, this is by Osprey Games. This is a second edition of the game, and it's published by Osprey Games. And it was created by Thorsten Gimler. I think I'm saying that right. Thorsten Gimler made this game, and it's a two-player game, not a one-player game, not a 3, not a 4. It's a two-player game, and in this game, you are each playing one of Odin's 2 ravens, thought in memory, and it's your job as his ravens to fly around the world and get back to Odin and deliver to him the message of everything you've seen that day. Now, the Ravens have done it so often, they get bored, so they decided to make a game out of it. They make a race out of it to see who can get around and back to Odin faster. And that's what the game is. You lay out certain cards that are going to be terrain, such as plains and mountains, rivers, things like that. And you're going to have playing cards that match those. And if you want to move on to one of those new cards from the card you're on, you have to play one of the matching cards. Simple enough. What makes this game tricky, what adds to the strategy of the game, is the Loki cards. The trickster god, Loki himself. Some people call him a god of evil, but he's really just a trickster god. A lot of people get that mixed up. He's a trickster, and he loves playing games. So you have a certain amount of trickster cards that you're able to use. Once you use them, they're gone. They're never going to come back into your hand again. When you use them, it alters the playing field. It alters the terrain cards to one degree or another, swapping some out, adding a bridge between two, and that's where the strategy comes in. But the strategy is deeper than that, because both ravens start on their own separate track, and when they get to the end of it, they switch up to the other raven's track. So anything you do to your opponent's track, you are eventually going to have to deal with. yeah, it's a very good mechanic in the game. I love the game. Everyone I've thrown down in front of, they've all loved this game. And it's one of my wife, who, as I said, is not a gamer. It's one of her favorite games, Odin's Ravens. Now, the third game totally took me by surprise. It is not the kind of game that I would have guessed that my wife would enjoy playing. It's by Eagle Griffin Games, and it's by Pete Hawes. Hawes, I think I'm saying that right. Pete Hawes made Peter Hawes made this game, and it's called Triassic Terror. Now, this is a simple area control game. Really, that's all it is at its core. But the setting for it is dinosaurs. Jurassic, Cretaceous period of dinosaurs. And the game is actually done in 3 epochs. You're going to be playing your turns out during each of those epochs. And you get to place your herding dinosaurs down, because that's what you want to do. You want to have the best and the biggest herd by the end of the game, and that's how you're going to win. What makes this an interesting area control game, and one of my favorites, is the fact that there are dinosaurs you can take control of. They aren't your herd. You can play cards, tile cards, that will allow you to take control over them, such as the pterodactyls, such as the velociraptors, or even a T-Rex. And you use these to hunt down and eat the other players. An area control game where you get to eat the other players. That really blew me away, and that's one of the reasons why I love the game, besides dinosaurs, and dinosaurs are cool, right? But it's not a kind of game I would have expected my wife to have really enjoyed. So, I mean, my point with this is you never know what someone is going to like. So, those are the 3 games. Forbidden Island by Gamewright, Odin's Ravens by Osprey Games, and Triassic Terror by Eagle Griffin Games. 3 games my wife, who's not a gamer, actually enjoys playing. So, therefore, they become 3 games that I love, because I get to play them with her. So for Valentine's Day, 3 games that my wife loves playing. All right, everybody. Don't forget, we are on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We're doing great on Twitter, actually. I want to thank everyone for all the love that they've been giving us on Twitter. We're already past 1,300. I can't believe that got that high. We're also on Facebook. We have a Zazzle store. If you want some cool merchandise, we got some great T-shirts and hats, mugs. I have a cooking apron up there, mouse pads, some great nerd-related gaming stuff right there on the Zazzle page. But anyway, for right here on YouTube, here we are. And that was it. So happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G from Two Gun Pixie Presents Legendary Gaming. And as you know, I am out of here.